Hey, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Gaming Hour. When this is published, you'll be watching it on Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving. We're recording a couple days early so we can give you guys an episode. We're going to start off with our introductions. D-Lo, what's going on, man?
What's going on, everybody?
Caroline, how you doing?
Hi, everyone. Doing good.
BJ, what's good, man?
What's good, man? Everything good. Can't complain.
Sounds good to me. We got a nice little episode for you guys today. We're going to talk about some hot topics, Game of the Year nominations, and a couple other things that we're going to get to. First, I want to get to talking about what you guys have been watching, what you guys have been playing. I know it's been a short week, but D-Lo, I want to start with you since you got some fresh news. So what have you been watching? What have you been playing?
So playing, of course, I'm still on Pokemon Unite. But I got back into my catalog and decided to finish some games that I actually never started, like Far Cry 6. I've never, I bought it, just didn't pick it up. So I got back into that. Tom Clancy, Ghost Recon. I'm fairly new to Tom Clancy. I didn't play Rainbow Six, but Ghost Recon. I think Wildlands. I think that's the name of it. So I'm playing that. And as far as watching, been on the same stuff. I have been picking up some manga. I'm really a watcher, but I decided to pick up some reads. So I'm kind of dabbling into that. So that's pretty much what I got.
Tell us about that movie you just saw. You said you just came from seeing Moana 2. Tell us a little bit about that.
Hey man, go see the movie, dog. Go see the movie. Don't listen to the reviews. It ain't got the music. The music was a 7.8. It wasn't Lin-Manuel Miranda, but it was still bopping. Go see the movie. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't spoil movies around here. Yeah, go see the movie.
Caroline, what about you? What you watching? What you playing?
What I'm watching, I'm still watching the same thing as well. Finishing up in the Mashley and Shangri-La Frontier. Playing still on the Kingdom Hearts. So now that's going to be Thanksgiving weekend. Hopefully I can finish the rest of the game. I did start Echoes of Wisdom. Did I say that right? The new Zelda game. Mm-hmm. And I started the new Zelda game. I was getting my nails done. So these are my Thanksgiving nails.
Okay.
This is why I love my Switch, because I can take it anywhere and everywhere, including, while I'm getting a pedicure. So it's been fun so far. So I'm excited.
How does that compare to the other, like Breath of the Wild? Is it totally different? Is it the same? Like, how does it compare with those?
It's graphics aside, it's definitely a little bit different. So they just actually released where it is on the timeline. So for people who don't know Zelda, but Zelda has a really convoluted timeline, where it's like the beginning and then it kind of diverges into like 3 different timelines. So they just announced like where it is on that timeline. So it has like even though it's kind of cartoony, it has like a dark feel because it's following like the dark timeline path of like Link dying or Link losing. So, but it has the same type of gameplay as Link's Awakening. So, which is it was first released in the Game Boy. So you have like the side scrolling, and it's like not really 3D, but it's not really side scrolling either. If that makes sense. I'm not sure how to describe it, but so far the gameplay is good. I think I only put on like an hour so far.
Okay, I was gonna ask you how deep into it you were. So about an hour's worth.
About an hour, yeah. So far the story is it does catch my attention.
BJ, what about you, man? What you watching? What you playing?
As far as watching, I'm just still keeping up with Bleach. That's really about it on that front. Gaming, I don't know if I said this last time, but I'm toward the end of this Stellar Blade and all. These bosses starting to get a little tough though, so it's only so many L's I can take before I gotta, turn it off for a little bit. So it's taking me a little while to get through this end part, but we'll get there.
What can you Stellar Blade? What kind of game can you compare that to? Is there a particular game where you can say this? It don't have to be close, but vaguely kind of like.
I don't know. It's like it's a heavily like an action game. I really can't think because like I don't really want to say because a lot of people seem to want to compare all these action games to Dark Souls now, but it's a lot faster paced. It's a lot of like parrying and like perfect dodges. Um, honestly, I can't think off the top of my head. Like, it's been a while since I played a game like it.
Okay.
Um, I don't know. I can't think of one like right off the top of my head. Honestly,
Okay.
it's faster paced than the Souls like, so I don't want to call it that. Even though some people may call it that, I wouldn't.
And you said you feel like you're getting towards the end. That's what you
Oh yeah,
said.
yeah, I'm definitely They big reveals of the story and stuff going on. I'm definitely like pretty close to the end.
Okay. All right. I'm not watching anything new in my regular shows that aren't interesting or interesting to me at least. And then the Penguin, I know that had to do with something with the last week's episode, so I'm watching the Penguin. And then playing, I am gonna try Stalker 2 again. I know I told you guys I was gonna try that. My little 2 minutes I played, so I'm gonna try Stalker 2, and then I've been playing Diablo as well. So playing just a little bit the opening of Diablo, solo because I don't really want to play it by myself. But I tried it and trying out the characters. I did play the beta heavily when it came out. I think I got to like level 15. I didn't max out, but so I got a little bit of experience with it. I never really played that type of game, especially solo. But Diablo seemed fun. I don't know much about it. I feel like Caroline, you said you played it, right?
Yeah, who'd you pick?
Is it a mage? Is that what you would call it?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's what I
It's
picked.
mage.
A mage or necromancer or something like that.
Necromancer is what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go.
One of them.
Yeah, that's what I picked. So that's my character. So I'm just getting used to it. Enemy seemed pretty weak at the beginning right now. Like I said, I don't know much about it other than what I played in the beta, which was a long time ago. So I'll let you guys know how I like it. And did you beat it, Caroline?
I did. I beat the main story.
Okay.
What did I? But then I think I was like right before the first or the next season came out. Oh, man, what was my character? The one I was
BJ,
really
you played it
fast.
too, right?
I played a little bit of the beta for the newest one, but I played other Diablo games before,
Okay.
and
Okay.
I got like the collection, so I got like 2 and 3. But yeah,
Diablo 4 was my first time playing Diablo, and it makes me
Mine
actually
too.
wanna. Yeah, so I picked the rogue. Was who I picked.
Okay.
I don't
Well,
know
if
why I
y'all
was thief.
interested in playing again, let me know so I can or it sounds like BJ hasn't played it other than the beta. So to get like a full game going, we could play something.
Yeah, I'll let you know when I start. I think, like, cause I try to focus on one game. So I think once I'm done with Kingdom Hearts, I might go ahead and dabble in Diablo, see where I'm at, see if I remember how to play.
Okay. Hot topic last week that I was supposed to get to that I didn't get to. Game of the year. So I'm a person who looks at that stuff. A lot of sites look at that stuff. Game of the year was a big debate. I want to show you guys the game of the year nominees, and we are in a couple weeks going to be doing our game of the year episode. So just so you guys know that. Let me go to the Game Awards. No, it's that one right there. I don't want to share that. So, Game of the Year, boom, 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 right here. These are the nominees. Astrobot, Balatro, a card game, which is really good. Black Myth Wukong, which I played. Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree, DLC. Final Fantasy Rebirth, which I know a couple of you guys know about, and then Metaphor ReFantasio. So those are the nominees. Have any of you played any of those games?
Put in 100 hours on Rebirth, at least. Maybe it's like 150 hours. Balatro, I've heard so many good things about it, and it's definitely, I don't know if you guys have Deku deals or like use Deku deals, but it's on my wish list. And I just haven't pulled the trigger on it, but I've heard so many good things. And I'm a poker player, so it was actually brought to my attention because I have friends that know that I game and also know that I like poker. So, but yeah, that's an interesting list, to say the least. Like I loved Rebirth. Would I say it's game of the year? I don't know. It's debatable. Like I think the story is still very compelling, but everybody knows the story.
And Rebirth is the remake or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
Okay.
like the second part of the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Okay. BJ, D-Lo, y'all play any games on that list?
I haven't.
Go ahead.
I would say I haven't, but I'm definitely because I actually already went through and voted on all that stuff from the gaming thing there, and I almost say because they didn't even nominate Stellar Blade for Game of the Year, and I mean I don't want to sound. I don't know. I'm just gonna say
we about to get to it in a second.
it's gonna sound how it's gonna sound, but I'm upset that they put like. I mean, I'm sure Astrobot is a good game, but you can't tell me it's more there. Like I know it's just I don't know. Like I was upset.
Just hold that thought for a second. Hold that thought for just a second.
I have not played any of those games. Just to answer your question, no.
D-Lo, you played anything on that list?
I'm looking at this Bellatrix game right now, and I played poker. I think I played it when it was on Xbox when you had your avatar. That's where I got on. I forgot what it's called, Texas Hold'em or something like that.
Yeah.
And it looked like I played this game like for real. So I might look into it. I didn't. I always watch everybody play Black Wukong. I'm gonna get there one day. So I can. It got a lot of good reviews. So I mean, it deserves to be up there. Shadow the Erd Tree. I think didn't Elden Ring get Game of the Year one of these years?
We about to hit on that. That's
okay. Well, all I'm gonna say is. Well, that's a topic in itself too. So I'm gonna just say, have I played any of the games?
Right.
Technically, no.
Okay.
Technically, no. So I'm gonna just leave it there.
So the big controversy, and then I'm gonna let BJ pop off. The big controversy was that Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree, which is DLC. That's not an actual game. That's DLC. You gotta buy Elden Ring and then you gotta get Shadow of the Erd Tree. So Elden Ring did win Game of the Year a couple years ago. So Shadow of the Erd Tree is DLC. And then the Final Fantasy is a remake. So my question is, should DLC or should remakes, because kind of what BJ said, they took places of other games. Even Astrobot, which people love. I haven't played it, but I know people love that game. Mm-hmm. These things have taken place of other games that are full games that came out this year for like some DLC. And a lot of people are saying Elden Ring might win it as DLC. And that's the big controversy that I've been hearing. So BJ, go ahead and pop off. Do you think DLC or remakes should be able to be Game of the Year? And
don't get me started on. I don't think I should.
I'm gonna get you started. Go ahead.
I think I should talk about Elden Ring or the Soul series as a whole because I'm in the vein of I am really starting to get tired, and I'm trying to figure out how to say this without sounding offensive. But I am tired of people on these Dark Souls. And they're probably great games, but it's just getting to the point where people are just riding it off the name. It's just because it's a Souls-like game, it's just automatically it's the best game. Everybody, I don't know, man. I'm tired of people riding these games. It's like we nominating the DLC. Ain't there I'm pretty sure there's a category specifically for that already.
Expansion.
Put it there. Put it there. There's expansions or best continuation or there's different categories you can put it in.
I am recording.
Stellar Blade, it was a game that came out this year. It's an original IP. It is really like, it took me a while to get through it, but that's just on me. But especially the closer I've gotten to the end, it's really a great game, and I felt like it deserved a nomination. So I was a little salty when I saw that. And maybe I'm a little biased because it's probably one of the only games. I haven't really played that many new games this year. I played a lot of older stuff. But I definitely feel like it should have deserved it. I mean, it did get nominated in other categories, but I think it was good enough to earn at least. It ain't got to win it, but it at least should have been there for a nomination. And Final Fantasy, I'll give it a pass because even though it's a remake, I know they're like changing the story around a little bit, like adding like Zack in and everything where he wasn't there before. So even though it's a remake, it's also kind of different, and then it also plays nothing like how the original used to play. So I can give Final Fantasy a pass on that. And I was really surprised that it even got nominations because I didn't really see a lot of good things about it. So, but I mean, it's Final Fantasy, and it's Final Fantasy 7 no less. So it's gonna always be there regardless.
So what's your a game with DLC or remake should be nominated Game of the Year or shouldn't? You give me a yes or no.
You said DLC?
DLC or remake, are they eligible to be nominated for Game of the Year or no?
A DLC shouldn't. Remake, like I said, it depends. Like if it's like a straight up, like I'll just use Last of Us as an example. Like it's the same game, they just made it prettier, right? Stuff like that should not get nominated. Like I said, I'll give Final Fantasy. Well, I guess that's more like a remaster. Like they say it's a difference between a remaster and then a remake.
Yeah.
But even still, even like the Persona 3 game that came out was a remake, but it still plays true to its original game for the most part, you know? So I mean, if it's one of those games where it's staying true to the original and they just did like some minor updates and made it look better, then no, I don't think they should either be nominated either.
Okay. Okay. Caroline, what you think about this whole controversy? Because there's been a lot of chatter.
I agree with BJ about Elden Ring being nominated just for DLC. You know, it's not really a new game. It's just let's add on to this other game, the first game, right? And then the same thing with Rebirth. Again, just actually playing it and also playing the original. They are like, even though the story is about the same, to his point, you know, it does diverge from the actual, like, the original story, and that's why it's called like a rebirth, a remake. It's not really a remake. I mean, and then I guess they remaster the gameplay. Like, it's definitely a different feel and it's like a different playing style. Yeah, the characters are the same, but you know, there's so over a lot of games. Like, I mean, there's always going to be Zelda, there's always going to be Mario. How is it any different than, like, you know, any other Final Fantasy game? So the skepticism I have with Final Fantasy VII is that, was it deserving of Game of the Year? I don't think so. Like, it was a great game. I enjoyed the hours that I put into it, but I think there are better games out there that came out this year, personally. Balatro is an interesting one for me because it was a game that was recommended to me by a friend, and I was just skeptical. But now I feel like, now that it's been nominated Game of the Year, I'm like, you know what, I got to give it a shot now. And the same thing with Astrobot. The one I'm not familiar with is Metaphor. Like, do you guys know about that? Like,
Yeah, I know a little bit. It's like a spiritual success. I don't know if you know about Persona. Which, if you
no.
like RPGs, I would 100% recommend for the Persona series because those games are amazing.
Okay.
I never played Metaphor. I saw a lot about Metaphor, and I know where it's coming from. So I get it. Looked like a great game. Honestly, I voted for it just because I didn't really care for any other stuff, and I didn't play any of them games anyway. But I know what Persona is, and I know that for Atlas, they're like really great, and they make great games. So
Right.
I would recommend Persona 5 or Persona 4. Personally, I kind of played Persona 3. I didn't really get into it, but I
Yeah.
would like to go back to it. But I definitely recommend them.
Yeah. So Final Fantasy, to BJ's point, I would give it a pass. Like, it's fine. It's a different game.
Yeah.
Same-ish story, but it really is a different game. Like a different feel. Yeah, it's more than just rebooting the graphics. They actually do change the story quite significantly. I mean, it's still kind of trying to follow it. Again, I'm not going to spoil the rest of it, but it does diverge from the original game.
D-Lo, what's your thoughts on this?
Like BJ said, I don't think DLC should get that award, because when you say best game, not game adjacent, not game extension. Because that's the case, that's like saying Elden Ring got the game awards again. No, it didn't. This is on. Now, I will say, even though I haven't played Erdtree yet, it in itself feels like a whole new game, like a second Elden Ring. So in that regard, if they're looking at it from that standpoint where it's a standalone, then yes. But because it's attached to Elden Ring, both financially and, you know, like progression wall based, like I don't agree with that. As far as remakes or remasters, I mean, if it never got a chance in the past, okay. But if it did, nah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if this Final Fantasy won Game of the Year 7 years ago, we don't care about its remaster. But if, like, you know what I'm saying? If we said Crash Bandicoot was what was up here, and it was like the trilogy version, it's like, okay, that could be Game of the Year because it probably never got a chance way back then. Game of the Year, Game Awards probably wasn't even a thing. So let's throw it in there. So yeah, I think it's about a time period. It's a time, you know, stipulation with remasters and remakes versus DLCs. Nah, get them out of here. Though.
Okay. I think DLC is trash. I think it's trash. Not DLC in general, but I think that's trash as far as that being able to come in there. It's not even a full game. And I haven't played Elden Ring, but I heard that Erdtree is like the best DLC ever. That's what everyone keeps saying. So I would like to play Elden Ring and the Erdtree DLC, and I don't think remakes either should. I know Resident Evil 4 was nominated last year. I'm a little salty because I don't like Resident Evil 4. That's probably the most popular Resident Evil game. But DLC just in general and remakes, like it's already been a game. So you're telling me Resident Evil 4 could have won way back in 2008 or whenever it was, and then it can win in 2023? That don't make sense to me when you're thinking about the original and a remake. So I get it. They try to change things, make it look nicer and stuff like that. And then DLC, that just doesn't make sense. There's a whole bunch of people that's ticked off. And for me, I know BJ probably know where I'm going with this, but I can't say it because that's saving it for another episode. But one of the top games I played this year is Power World. So that wasn't even nominated. They took some spots out of that. Helldivers, Power World, Stellar Blade. Like it's taking spots when it's not even a real. It's a game, but you have to play a part of another game to purchase this game. If you get what I'm saying, if you get my drift. So I'm really it's taking shine from away from other games, and I don't particularly like that.
I'm actually surprised Helldivers wasn't on there.
Yeah.
Only because I know way too many people that played it.
I was on there, and I was surprised somebody. It might have been BJ or Johnny was like, "Get this game." I went and purchased it, and I had fun the little time I played it. And then you get there, and it's like, in Balatro, if anyone hasn't tried Balatro, I do like Balatro. I do like poker. Me and my friends play poker. We have poker nights. So Caroline, I had to let you know about that. But we have poker nights. So Balatro, that's a fun game. I'll say that's a fun game. And I hear a lot of good things about it as well from other people. So with that said, I just got this story very recently, like yesterday. So I'll read the headline for it. It says, in a statement by Activision has banned more than 19,000 people, and Ricochet is doing hourly sweeps to kick more cheaters out. Activision has said the fight against cheaters is an ongoing battle, and one that may never be solved completely. And then Nayshot, a popular streamer, whoever that is, I don't know if you guys know him, says it's complete propaganda from his vantage point. Sounds like a lot of people will be cheating, don't want to be banned, which is nothing. Which is something within itself. So there's been a lot of cheating, especially with multiplayer games. I want to know your guys' thoughts on the statement that I just read and how can we stop cheaters in particular games, shooters, sports. I see it in sports. I see it in a lot of things. D-Lo, I want to start off with you about stopping cheaters, man.
I'm gonna have to think on a strategy to stop cheaters, but I mean, no one likes cheating. You know what I'm saying? Like, I may take it a step further because I remember when I forgot what company we're talking about it. They was talking about mods, the whole modding community. How people thought those people were like they lumped them along with cheaters as well. Now, to me, modding in the beginning was cheating because the hacks and all that kind of stuff. But then it since grew a community of, hey, here's some space in the code to do what the developers didn't do. Let's see what this looks like. You know what I'm saying? And then it sprouted a healthy side of cheating, I guess you would say. But I mean, me personally, I don't appreciate cheaters. I mean, it don't help nobody. If that's how you win in your games, you suck. You're trash. It's just that it is what it is, dog. I don't care.
Agreed.
Like, you're lag switching and all that. If you're 360 no scoping, and then I see your camera view of what just happened, like, bro, you ain't got skill. Like, I don't care how many Twitch streamers you got. Like, it sucks. I would say one way to combat that is now when I don't know if you know how they said they're gonna ban them. Like, is it like a forever ban? Is it like a shadow ban? Is it like how people do at the airport? You ain't never getting on a plane no more? Or like, how is it? Did you get your account kind of get a demerit system? I would say let your account get strikes across games. So like if you've been cheating, let's say you play Call of Duty and you got caught cheating like twice, your account can get a demerit for that game. Eventually you can have a demerit system for that game and then a demerit system for your account. So like let's say you get 3 strikes on that game, you out for a while, like into the next season or something, or however games do seasons. And then to your account is 1 strike. Because there's 1 game where we caught you cheating. And if we get to like 5 games or something like that, 5 might be giving too many. 3 games, we gonna delete your whole account.
Five definitely too many.
3 games, especially AAA games. Oh yeah, no. Gonna go put some puzzles together, dog, on the kitchen table.
That's the puzzles, bro.
Yeah.
And
So
like-
RJ, what's Activision doing? That's a good point.
It's just they're just saying they're banning them. I know before they would ban you, like, and you couldn't get back. So if your account was named Andre, blah blah blah, you got to create a whole new account to get on. Maybe Andre 101. You cheat on that one, and you got Andre one up. Like, you got to keep creating accounts. Your kills start over, etc., etc. That email address won't be able to get attached with it. So I don't know if that's what they're doing, but I've known in the past they would ban the entire person's account.
Okay.
What do you think? Since you just said that, what do you think, Caroline?
I mean, I'm kind of comparing this as like sports, right? Like, because we, especially with the rise of esports, in the last decade or so, I mean, it wouldn't just be for me. In certain sports, especially in NCAA, like there's a no tolerance policy, right? So like you cheat, then you're done, you're suspended, and I think it's like the second time you're not allowed to play NCAA sports. I think it's kind of like what you guys were saying, where there should be an X amount of strikes, but it shouldn't just be the account. It should be like the IP address, or like just because you can create X amount of accounts and still cheat, and that's not going to really solve the problem, right? But
I think so with some of these things, even like taking as an example for they want to stop people using their phones in the car. But what if you're the passenger? So like, what if I know you said you had a sister or cousins and things like that.
Yeah.
The IP address. What if you playing from your room and your sister playing from her room? Then how can they gonna ban you? But they gonna ban the whole IP address? But what if your sister still want to play?
I mean, was it play stupid games with stupid prizes? And then maybe that'll encourage people to not cheat, or encourage people that they know, or like family members that don't cheat or that do cheat. Well, like people suffer the consequences because of cheating. I don't know. Like I don't. So I will say, that being said, how I experience it, no, because I'm not a big online gamer. So for me, I'm kind of coming into this as like somewhat new to cheating. But even if you ban, even if you come up with ways to prevent that cheating to happen, they're gonna find ways to cheat. It's not gonna stop. Like it's not gonna stop completely. You can regulate it. You can police it as much as you want. It's still gonna be there. So,
BJ.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say too. It's like people gonna find ways to cheat no matter what. Whether you ban, even if you IP ban them, they'll use a VPN or something and find a way to get back on the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if people want to cheat, they're gonna cheat. So, I really don't. I mean, banning them, you're kind of letting the rest of your community that's not cheating know that you're at least trying. Maybe to give them that sense of, okay, they're at least not just letting this go on. But it's kind of hard to stop it as a whole. One thing I like though, and it's kind of similar to what they do in fighting games now, where you got people that like just kind of quit out of games. After you quit out of so many games, they give you like a red card or whatever, and then when you get the red card, you can only match up against other people that quit out of the game, right?
Huh.
So I feel like you get caught cheating, so flag their account, make it where you can only match up with other people that are cheating.
That's funny.
I think that is something. Even though again, it really don't matter. They're just gonna find a way around it. I mean, they already found a way to cheat in the first place, right?
Right.
They're gonna
kind of like that.
Yeah, that's why I like it. Like Street Fighter, you rage quit out in the middle of the match too many times, then they're gonna give you that. They're gonna flag your account and make you only match up. Yeah, exactly. It's only gonna let you match up against other people that are doing that.
Cheat.
And then it's like hard to find a match too, because obviously it's just a lot less people.
Yeah.
So I think that would be an interesting solution. I still don't think it would really solve the problem, but that's just one that it's at least funny. Like you go in there, everybody just cheating together. Like whatever.
Get a taste of your own medicine.
Exactly.
I never heard of that. I think you might have told me about that. I'm not sure, but I like that idea. That's put the cheaters with the cheaters. Put the hack, because now if you hacking, you wall hacking, you with other wall hackers. So one of y'all gonna be really ticked off, like, oh man, like damn, like how he's so good. Well,
that's now you can see how I feel. Shoot.
My thing, it was a Call of Duty. It might have been Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 2. I think whenever you can't do something, when you prevent a person, we all human, when you prevent a person from doing something, they get kind of antsy, they get ticked off, especially if it's something they feel like they want to do or should be able to do. So if I end up cheating in a game and you ban me for an hour, okay, then you catch me cheating again, you ban me for 2 hours. I can't do anything about that. I think I remember a Call of Duty when you would quit out the game, 5 minutes. Even in Dead by Daylight, 5 minutes. You quit again, 10 minutes. You quit again, that timer keep going up. Now you stuck. Ain't nothing you can. You could go try to sign into another account. By the time you do that, your timer gonna be up. So you keep on quitting out. I'm gonna keep putting the time. For me, and I get it because of what they talk about. It's like, what if the power went out? Kind of what Caroline was saying. When I was saying the 2 IP, like what if the power go out or something like that? I get it, but that's just something you're gonna have to face, I guess. You quit out a match, you say the power went out, yeah, okay, I'm sure. Your neighbor's power ain't go out. Yo, put your neighbor's power ain't go out.
The power went out right when you're about to lose.
I done definitely got kicked out of a game in Gears because of lag, and I got banned for a second. I was like, man. And I tried to join back in. They give you a chance to join back in because, like, if you quit, they be like, you're gonna get penalized. I tried to join back in, lagged out again, and got put on the time seat. I was like, man, come on, man.
And that's another thing that like people quit out of Dead by Daylight. They quit out a couple games I play. I like that Gears do that. So you want to quit out because your team doing bad or you mad? Okay, we're gonna put you back in that same game. You can't join another game. We're gonna put you back in there. Too. So you got to finish this game off, then you can go join something. I like that about Gears, that they do that. So I don't know. I think anytime you take away somebody's time, like, man, I'm playing this on Call of Duty with BJ. I quit out, and I want to get right back in there with him, but my ban is 25 minutes. I'm going to be ticked off. I bet you I probably won't cheat again. Me personally, I probably won't do that again. You know, you penalize somebody so much, they ain't going to keep doing it.
Yeah, but you're a good person. There's not a lot of good people out there.
There's people that's gonna do it no matter what, man. That's why I think. I mean, banning them is good, but it ultimately doesn't really solve anything. Just reset the leader, reset their scores, or all their kills, or whatever. Reset their rank, because I know and you keep playing, but you're gonna keep getting reset every time. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, you're just not even gonna want to play anymore.
Yeah.
So
I like that idea.
Let you can reset everything.
Let you cheat on 2K. Let me go and delete your my player level 99.
Oh no!
I bet you won't do it again. I bet you won't do it again. Let me. Oh, you said you prestiged how many times? 0. Back at 1.
You trying to?
You said you were going to go to the championships. You going to go to esports championship, novice league.
Dang.
Exactly. Seriously, like.
Oh, I was gonna say you get banned from tournaments. That's a good way to like not cheat.
Yeah.
It's like if
how about we don't even ban you from the tournament? We're gonna send you back to 0-1. So your application. Oh, what experience? What scores?
Right.
What KD?
Right,
0.
Right.
You are a new player. Ready player 1.
You said you thought you caught all the Pokemon, but your Pokédex don't got nothing in it. You get to the tournament like
you said level 100 Charizard Z move. Oh, you Charmander boy on the rock
what
in
Charizard?
The rain. What we talking about?
And that Charmander flame barely burning. I know y'all remember that episode. Flame barely burning.
Hey, whoever listening, let that be the cheater consequence. Delete the information.
Man. Damn, that's messed up.
For sure.
Oh man,
no cloud save.
Keep the account.
Keep your account. It's gonna be empty anyway.
No camo, no nothing.
No, hold on.
I would cry. I really would cry.
Hey, look, we in a world where we don't buy no games no more. Ain't you streaming the game? Let me go and just uninstall it for you. Let me go.
Oh my goodness.
Take that.
I tell you myself, I ain't no cheater, but when I get on a game and they gotta re-download or it need an update, I'll be mad as hell. I'll be so mad. Like, man, I thought this 48 gigs. I'm like, I guess I ain't playing right now.
Right.
You know what would make me upset? We were talking about this earlier in the week. my Animal Crossing island got deleted.
Oh.
Oh.
Did.
Oof.
I worked so hard. I put 600 hours to get my 5-star.
Hold on, you said it actually got
That's the
deleted?
one with 5 stars?
No, it was 5. I have a 5-star island. No, if it gets deleted, I would
Oh,
cry.
F.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, if.
I thought she
it
said
did not
it
get
did.
deleted, thank God. But if it did, I would
Yeah.
cry.
I'd
Maybe
sell
for
the
like
game.
3 days.
I'd sell the game.
I don't know how y'all still doing business with Tom Nook, man. He been shady for years.
He's always been so
He been shady for years.
Hey man, I've been in a dance with death with Sally Mae longer.
Oh,
Tom Nook ain't nothing.
not Sally. You know she gonna get her money.
They're gonna
I've been in a
rename
dance
Tom Nook
with-
Sally Mae.
Me and Sally been be our guest for at least 7 years now. Okay, Tom Nook is new to the game.
I don't know, man. I've been messing with Tom. I was one of the first early adapters when he came out on the GameCube. I've been messing with Tom Nook since the GameCube, man. He been getting his money. I'm surprised he done missed the crabs, like you said. Whoever said that, he didn't miss the crabs. He gonna
Tom
get his
Nook is
money.
a thief. That's all I gotta say. He's a thief.
This I remember this kid brought it was plushie there at school, and she brought it in, and she like, you know who this is? I said, thief. She's like, this Mr. Nook. I know who he is.
Mr. Crook.
He's also-
Mr. Crook.
All right, I want to get to this is a much more lighter topic. What are you thankful for in gaming? We're gonna start like a round robin. Each of us go and just something or a game. It could be a system, anything in gaming that you're thanking for. Maybe you brought your family together. Caroline, I want to start with you. What are you thankful for in gaming? Since it's a Thanksgiving episode. Since
I'm thankful for in gaming. So I've been through some really bad personal stuff this year, and so I've been thankful for gaming because the long story short, I lost trust in a lot of people. So gaming has been like my sanctuary, a way for me to again get away from reality and not really think about reality. And so for me, it's just like, life gets really overwhelming. You get a lot of things thrown at you. Gaming has been the one thing this year, and especially this podcast. First of all, thank you so much for inviting me to join you guys. I've gotten to know you guys, and it's been a lot of fun. And I've been able to open up my community in gaming through it. Like I found out like my coworkers are also gamers as well because I'm talking to them about this podcast. But it's also just been like a way for me to heal from all the craziness of this year. A way for me to like just rest my mind. So I'm really thankful for that. And a lot of people, some people have like a really bad taste for games because like, oh, it's too violent, or like you become a loner, or you become detached from reality. And it's kind of like, it's okay to be detached from reality every now and then because we need that, because reality sometimes there's a lot. It gets I don't know about sucks, but it gets overwhelming. Like it gets too much. Yeah. And you just need to decompress. So I'm thankful for that.
Go ahead, D-Lo.
Hey, man. She ain't lying.
I know.
And I don't think, when people say, oh, I regret racing to grow up, I ain't never pressed fast forward on the grow up button. I ain't never said I want to be an adult fast. Take me back to where people were fighting for Black Fridays. Right. You know what I'm saying? Take me back. Kids meal. You know what I'm saying? Take me back to when McDonald's had a play area. For real. You know what I'm saying? But if I would say my thanks to gaming, it would be the lessons I've learned in the stories, like the narration in some of these stories. Like, even though this ain't gaming, but it is gaming. Pokemon, let me tell you something. Pokemon took me through a lot. Like, just seeing every time Ash and Pikachu got back up, every time they lost, all the L's they took, and they kept going, all the adversity, man, the story. Like, I think it's more so the how would I say it? Even though it's an escape, like Caroline said, it's still a connection to reality. It's something you can take out of that disconnect from reality and go back into reality and use it to keep fighting. I'm not saying I wasn't like a depressed kid or nothing like that, but it definitely gave me some weapons to fight the in real life monsters and bosses that I've had to overcome that I do in the game. So I would say,
preach up.
You know what I'm saying? So I think I appreciate the narration and the stories and the in life lessons that they built most of these good games on.
Yeah.
Okay. Good
Okay.
games.
BJ?
Okay, yeah. One thing I wanted to say, and maybe it's not specifically gaming exactly, but I definitely wanted to say that I was thankful for this podcast and for Andre, man, for getting me in on this. And Johnny, yeah, you ain't been here, but shout out to
Miss
Johnny as well.
Johnny.
I've been able to meet, like you said, meet some cool people, Caroline, D-Lo, Johnny, everybody. It gives me, I don't really be, Dre, I don't really be getting out as much these days, so this always kind of give me something to do and give me something to think about. And it kind of enhances my gaming experience, When I look at it, I'm like, okay, now I'm thinking like, shoot, now I gotta get ready for the podcast this week. I told you now I gotta start studying these console release dates. It's giving me something. It's kind of giving me
Say it again.
you know what I'm saying? It's giving me a little more out of my gaming experience. So I definitely am thankful for that.
Okay. No one can see this coming, but I'm thankful for multiplayer gaming. I'm thankful for that. That's been a big for me growing up, especially when my daughter when she was little. Me and my brothers and my friends were so close because we talked every day. Many people don't talk to the same people every day online. So even Haku, there was a period of time when I was talking to D-Lo every single day because we were playing a game every day. That just many people don't talk to their own moms every day. So that was just something to enhance like our relationships and things like that. And just kind of what Caroline said with her cousins and things like that. When you're sitting there playing Smash Bros until 3, 4, 5, 6 a.m., just the ability to, instead of playing by yourself, I know I say I'm running like single players. That's a lot of it because you gain that trust, that respect. Sometimes that fighting, you want to hit somebody, you want to argue. That has just enhanced my gaming to where now I just love multiplayer gaming because I not just the competition because I am very competitive, but the aspect to talk to people, see what's going on in y'all lives, just like this podcast. I'm the most thankful one because I'm thankful for y'all for being able to make time for me being able to interrupt y'all lives coming on here. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for reaching out to other people, things like that, man. Y'all have definitely helped me out mentally. I talked to BJ a lot about that, but just me talking to people helps out my mental game. So being able to get this one time a week and it's just I really appreciate it. So that's my first one. So I appreciate y'all and I thank y'all. Now we're gonna go backwards. Going backwards. We ain't start with me, but we start going with BJ. We'll go backwards. Tell me another thing you're thankful for with gaming, man.
I say this one might be a little more superficial, but as far as gaming, I want to say that I'm thankful that I'm in a position to where I can do this. A lot of people can't do this. Like they're not able to experience all these games. I'm sitting over here with this PC, and then it's this PS5. I got classic consoles over here. It's really a blessing to be able to even experience this. A lot of people out there, it's getting cold outside. I think about that. Some people ain't got nowhere to go today. Shit. I could, I'll let the dog out. I'm like, hurry up. I can't be out there.
Yeah.
Like 10 minutes with them. So I'm thankful to be able to even do this in the first place, man, because it's rough out here.
No doubt, man. I agree with that. I agree. Caroline?
Yeah, I like the when you were touching on multiplayer, the camaraderie aspect of it. Because yeah, that's something I'm very thankful for too. I told you that just belonging in a gaming family, like getting to our family together during the holidays is, it doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it's like, it's a big deal. And again, we used to be able to do that back in high school, back in junior high. And one of the things that brings us together is gaming. Like this Thanksgiving, it's the first Thanksgiving that we're all coming in back to. So we're all going to conglomerate in Chicago because that's kind of like home base, but we all live like in New York, New Jersey, Texas, California. We're all coming literally from all over the U.S. And one of our things that we're going to be bonding over this weekend is Smash Brothers.
Oh,
so I'm gonna. I mean, because that's what we did in high school, and then Street Fighter,
yeah,
But
yeah.
so like I'm gonna be bringing in my Switch, and then while my cousins are taking care of their kids, some of us are gonna be playing games, some of us are gonna be taking care of kids. So it's just a way. Like I know if it wasn't for gaming, I wouldn't be close with my family the way that I'm close with them now, right? I wouldn't be able to talk to them about like just things that we can relate to. That is like that in basketball. But like one of the things I'm really excited about for this Thanksgiving, again, it's like one of those Thanksgivings where we're finally getting everybody together. It's like I'm excited to talk to them about this podcast, and it's like I'm still involved in it, and I'm sure they're going to be really excited to watch this episode.
Yeah.
It definitely it brings people together, and I really hate growing up. Like the only game I wasn't allowed to play was Mortal Kombat. I really hate the stigma that like games are violent, games like they don't stimulate the mind. I just think it's really contrary. If anything, like games force me to think, and then I think Haku talked about it a little bit. Like it's not really like you're getting detached from reality. Like you're learning the life lessons, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the life lesson I learned is like like family is important. Like you can still bond with them, and you can still socialize with them. Like I never really once thought that like gaming is going to like make my brain into mush. If that makes sense.
I like that. D-Lo?
I'm not gonna hop on the multiplayer aspect because everybody already gave a good spiel about that. Even though I do agree with that heavily. I guess to connect with it would be the community because I mean, similar to anime, gaming was one of those things that back in the day when I'm not that old, but back in the day, like that early 2000s, it was like that. How I see it was that uncharted area of because we don't know much about this is bad. This has a negative connotation or it's brain rot. It's never gonna make you do this. It's never gonna expand your brain. You go pick up a book. You know what I'm saying? It just like anime was that it has that stigma of who plays it, who watches it. And I think the community is what I'm thankful for in the sense of once you found your group of people, when I tell you it opens doors from opportunity to relationships to connections to finding your inner self, like discovering your inner, like there's so many people I can probably call right now and be like, they can name a fictional character that relates to them more than any real life person that they've ever lived with or ever known. You know what I'm saying? Because it just connects to them, and I think that speaks to just the heart that the developers put into their games. But I would say, like I said, the community I think that is what keeps it whole. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the community guide is quirks like every community does, but wholeheartedly, I think everybody really appreciates everybody's viewpoint when it comes to gaming. But we all know we're here for gaming. You know what I'm saying? We'll never want to let it go. So yeah.
Right. Yeah. Quick story. Haku, D-Lo, I might have told you this. I know I told BJ this. I was playing, me and my brothers, we all went to get our Gears of War 3 Legendary Edition. We get there, and we've been playing with this guy for so long online. We knew he lived in Michigan. We had no clue that he lived close. So we get there, and this guy's walking up on my brother. And we were raised a little bit different, so my first inclination is like, oh no, this dude about to like get beat up or something. Like, what is he doing? Like, he like sneaking up on my brother like this. I'm like, what is this dude doing? We have been playing with this dude for at that time probably like 8 years. He knew all of us by our voice. We didn't know he lived this close to us. Anything. He goes up to my brother like, "Shoot," and I'm like, what? And he's like, boom, 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 and I'm like, hold on, what? He's like, yeah, it's me, Johnny. I'm like. just from our voice, knew we had been playing with him just from our voice. And at first I was like, man, I'm about to beat this dude up, and then it was all hugs and all, everything was good. Everything was good, but that's just like kind of the people who say gaming this and that, they don't know what they talking about. I don't want to be malicious, but it's just a community. We play different games. It's nothing. There's more violent stuff in the world than video games. A lot more violent stuff. And I even watched a documentary on Netflix. It was something about games, but they were talking about how games taught people. Maybe it was one example was a catapult. And it was saying younger kids didn't know what a catapult was, like the medieval times. And they was playing this game and they figured out what a catapult was, how to use it, things like that. So games can also be a teacher of things. When you sit down, teach them life stories, kind of what you guys said. Like some of my kids in school, when I'm teaching them certain things, certain exercises, I can relate to games to get them to do something. Like, hey, you remember when that Fortnite character did this? They're like, oh yeah. Now they all of a sudden, now it's clicking. Because they relating that game to the learning.
I mean, simulations, like the simulators, they teach physics.
Yes. So the games do so much. For me, I was gonna say community. One of my pet peeves is a little bit off topic, but it's kind of what Kaku said. I like when everyone goes. I always say sports, music, and video games. I like when everyone goes to something for the same reason. Like if we go watch the Lions game, we there to watch the Lions. We not there to necessarily be watching a movie in the background. Like sometimes you can go someplace and it's like, we got games here, we got poker over here, but the reason you're supposed to be there is to watch the fights. But everyone's doing this. I think with gaming, those midnight releases, everyone's there at the same time. That community, the aspect for me, when my daughter was little, I was a single dad and just struggling with money kind of a little bit. So it was helpful for me to get online and talk to people, talk to my brother, talk to my sister, talk to people online, excuse me, and be able to decompress from the day, not have to think about what's going on with my bank account, what's going on at work. Can I do this for my daughter? Can I do this for us? It was just like, all right, I can go home, talk to my people, and don't have to worry about it. Then I can get off and, get back to reality. So for me, that was kind of the thing as far as like this community, have people to talk to, nothing with even a multiplayer aspect, just have people to my gaming community, my gaming friends, being able to communicate and relate to them, and knowing that, all right, we got each other's back on the game, and then we're going to go our separate ways, but then we'll see each other in a couple hours, that kind of thing. So that was good. I like that. I just wanted to end once again. I want to reiterate how thankful I am for you. I know I try to send you guys a message after every podcast, but I appreciate it. I couldn't do this without you because I ain't gonna be sitting here looking stupid talking about myself. So couldn't do this without y'all. I appreciate y'all. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while. I talked to BJ about it a little bit ago. So this is something that I have been wanting to do, and I'm thankful and grateful to be able to do it with you guys. So I appreciate it.
It's been a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm trying to get to a point where I cut up some clips because that day when Haku almost slipped up, it had me crying. It had me crying.
I was so confused. And I'm like, maybe I'm not as confused as I thought it was.
And I felt bad because I was laughing and Caroline's trying to talk, and I'm like, because he texted me right after that. So he said it and then he texted me. And I'm just like, I can't hold this in, man.
I'm like, I'm almost positive I know what they're talking about. At the same time, I'm just like, should I just keep going?
Boy, that's my cheat right there. That's one of them.
It should be like an end of the year, like bloopers or something.
Yeah,
we don't have to do that.
I need me a diamond trophy from PlayStation with one of them. 2% people got this achievement right here.
Man, I would have had to block that out.
Exactly. Anybody else would have said it.
He said these corporations. I'm like, he switched that up. So
you would have thought corporations had a silent end up in that mug, boy.
What did he say?
Right. They were calling for our heads. What they say on the episode of South Park? Naggers.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Hold on.
Cut the show.
All right. Shoot,
Oh,
I ain't gonna lie, man.
What'd you say, man?
It's off topic, but this is making me feel like I gotta step my game up, man. With this, just with the game and stuff in general. I'm like, shoot, man, I don't know as much as I thought I knew. Like, that's all right, man. Go into the New Year's. I'm gonna have to start expanding my knowledge when it comes to this, man.
Nah, for real.
Oh man, this dude got me in tears, bro. Oh my goodness, this fool. Oh man. Anyways, we are switching the name of this segment. We don't know the name yet, but we're coming up with some ideas that we're going to discuss. So I want to get to our video game 21 questions for now. That's what it's going to be called. This game, I'm not going to get a backstory. I'm not going to do it. Let the questioning begin. I ain't giving it. Not doing it.
BJ was saying he was doing research. I'm like, this podcast has forced me to do more research on games, and
yeah, for sure.
All right.
News. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm more behind than I thought.
I'm gonna have to finish more games, man. I'm gonna have to start finishing more games so I can really talk.
No,
like,
for real.
just kind of on a tangent because, like, we talk about game of the year. You look at the list, I'm like, I ain't even played any of these games to really talk about them. You know what I'm saying? So, but
maybe I'm gonna put them on my queue.
All right, just a side note. Let's get back to it. All right.
Let's see.
First question. How do we do so?
Timeline question.
We could always narrow that down first. It seems like
timeline's always good.
Seems like the genre area is what always kind of gets us a little bit.
All right. Let's see. We're gonna go with the.
So do we want to?
We're gonna go. So we want to go new game.
2000s
or
like, like
it might. New game might be older than Batman. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Knowing him, bro. He pulled from an RV game.
It is. It's Thanksgiving too. Maybe it might have a little. I mean, I don't really know what games that really got Thanksgiving. Themes to them at all. But
like is it duck hunt?
I'm throwing a Hail Mary. Hey, look, if that's the game, if that's the answer, 0 questions asked.
That would be crazy.
What you just say?
Hail Mary again. This is a Hail Mary.
He said duck hunt.
Oh wow.
It's a duck hunt.
That'd be the closest.
Oh, I thought there was some more with that. Oh wow, and I was playing. Okay, let's see.
Right, you got me for real.
Can I ask a question, but it's kind of like a burn question?
Okay, go ahead. It's the first question.
Okay, it's the first question. Was it one of the games that was nominated for Game of the Year?
No.
Oh, bull.
That would have made it easy. We could have.
That would have been
easy. I'm like, maybe he's being nice to us today.
Right.
Because it's Thanksgiving, right?
Right.
Caroline with the 3-pointer out here.
Right.
That would knock it down so easily.
6 games.
I was like, I might as well give it a shot.
Okay, so I'm thinking, do we want to go like 2000s or later first, or do we want to go backwards this time?
I think.
How y'all feeling?
Let's chop it because if we going before 2000, that's
like 20 to
20, and then this is a big window.
Yeah, 20 to what? We doing 10? How you do it last time? Like 10 years, 5 years?
We did 10 years last time, but we asked it in 2 separate questions.
Yeah, I think I said, is it before? I said, is it before 2010?
2010,
so like
right.
2000 to 2009, and then he was like, no. So that means was this way.
And then we also asked if it was before PlayStation 5, and he said yes, it was before PlayStation 5, right?
Or
that was
2015. Yeah, it was some. Right. I think I chopped off later, so we got that window of 2010 to 2015. So, let's do. This might be an older game. We're giving thanks to the old regime. So let's go. Is it a game before? Is it a game that released before 2005?
Before 2005?
Release, yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
it is an older game.
All right.
All right. So now
Okay, I'm not sure why I'm hung up on this. It's like I'm hung up on Game of the Year because it's like on front of me, but like it's a good question. Like, was it Game of the Year at one point? Is that a good question?
Was Game of the Year a thing before 2005?
Yeah, because like
Probably.
Ocarina of Time was Game of the Year, and
Shoot,
it
I
came
told
out,
you, man.
like,
They used
was
to
it
have them. They used to have them freaking things that was
2000, 1990s?
greatest game of
or-
all time. They used to do back in the day.
Yeah. Go,
I'm
yeah.
trying to remember what was that channel? They had the gaming. They talked about games all the time. I can't remember what channel it was.
G4.
Yeah, boy, let me tell you
Yep.
something about that channel right there.
Mhm.
G4.
Yep, I used to watch those.
That was the
Couldn't leave off
IGN before
Make-
IGN.
Mm-hmm.
X-Play.
But it is before 2005, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, so it'd be like Nintendo 64.
I'm wondering if it's like Nintendo. I kind of want to ask if it's
So
console
Nintendo
exclusive.
64
ahead.
came out like 1996.
Is it a console exclusive game?
No.
It's always
Okay.
It's always multi-platform. If it was, that would make it a lot easier.
No, he did Luigi's Mansion once.
He did do it that one time.
I did
And then
And then
Pokemon.
Pokemon Go,
And he did
which was
Pokemon
only
Go.
on phone technically.
Last of Us.
What was Last of Us?
Oh
Console
yeah,
exclusive,
we
yeah.
did. Yeah.
Paperboy? No, it's fine.
Hey,
that was
that's
like
that
that was
deal.
like on Nintendo.
Hey, that's that dog. That's one of my favorite games.
Why should be bully? No, I'm playing.
You want to narrow down the timeline some more? Because I'm intrigued
Yeah,
about like when it
2005
came
is
out.
pretty.
Yeah, so it's before that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so do we want to chop off some of the back? Since we chopped
Yeah,
off some of the
let's
forward.
chop off some of the back some more.
So what's a I'm gonna tell you right now, before 1990, I don't know it.
I think
I
Nintendo
could know it.
64 came out like 1996 or something. I think.
I looked up
You
the
said
one
the
you
what?
asked me. It was the Super Nintendo. That boy was 1999 or 1991. That was the one I looked
Super
up before
Nintendo
we
was
started.
1991, right? Ish, like early 1990s.
Yeah, the Super Nintendo was 91.
I think the PlayStation was 95. I did some
Okay,
research.
so do we want to ask like
Homework.
is it between 1990 and 2000?
We can do that. Watch it be 2003.
Or shit?
All right, that's the question. Come on.
I like that question
All right.
between yeah.
Is it between 1990 and 2000?
No.
So we got 5 years. Okay.
We got 5
We
years
can do
to work
this.
with. Okay.
Hey, it could be 70s, 80s.
Dude,
Oh
If
shit.
it's that, it's over. It's over if it's that. I don't even know that.
Watch it be Gallagher.
That'd be crazy.
should we ask if it's before 1990?
Okay, well we didn't. We just tried to chop off some of the back.
Well, we tried
Let's
to
ask
get
that
this.
question. We tried to get a window.
Yeah.
Is it before 1990? Was it
No.
released?
Okay, so it is a
Okay,
5
So
year.
it is in the 5-year window. He just didn't want us to
2000.
So
negate those.
2000 and 2005, then? That's what we saying?
So 2000,
2000,
2005.
2005, yeah.
I think we're at like 5 questions.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
not
All
six.
So
right.
that's like
So
what, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2?
That's
Something like that? But it's not Nintendo. We
No,
know it's not
it's
Nintendo.
not play. Well,
it could be on Nintendo, but
could
we know
be.
it's not the big Nintendo.
it could
No,
be.
it's not like Star Fox or anything like that.
It's not Mario or
But
it's
like-
not Zelda.
The Xbox was like right at 2000, I think.
I'm not gonna ask the cursed question.
Okay, we need a genre. We didn't pick genre yet.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not asking that. I'm not asking that. I'm not asking that.
I already
question
know.
this time, bro.
Yeah, Elements,
know.
go ahead, man.
No, I'm not asking it. I'm not. I don't even want to know. We're gonna have to go a different route.
It's not Fallout, bro. It's not Fallout.
It could shit. I don't even know what the older Fallouts. When did Fallout 3 come out? That was on like PS3 or something.
One day it's gonna be Fallout. Don't worry. One day it's gonna be
One day.
Fallout.
Days are not thinking about Fallout.
No, it's not Fallout. Okay.
Is it
so
is
yeah.
it an RPG or an action adventure game?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
But we don't know which one he said. which one.
We don't know which.
We
We
don't
don't
know
know
which
which one.
one.
I just put those two because we at least know it's not enough.
They kind of could be the same. It could kind of be the same.
That's what I'm saying. It does narrow it down, but it's not an FPS. It's not.
Right. Okay.
It's not fighting.
Well,
It's
see,
not.
I'm not asking it. I'm not asking it.
Ask it.
No, I'm not asking it, man. Because then I'm gonna be stuck on it.
This question.
It just seemed like it's always an important question.
But it always gets you stuck.
It really does. It really
I don't
does,
think the
man.
question likes you.
Well, somebody else ask it. I'm not asking it.
I'm not even sure what question. The genre
Well,
question?
is it a shooter? Do you shoot? I'm not asking that question. I didn't
No,
even
we
wanna
already
say
know it's not.
Well, it could be you can shoot in an RPG still.
Oh, I guess
But-
so. I'm trying to think if that
I'm
question
not
has
doing
ever
it.
helped us.
No, it only hindered me. I feel like. Oh,
Well, like around that time.
okay.
you know,
I want to
FPS
ask
weren't that big.
if it's a party. Like, is it a team of the characters, or like is it multiple main characters? Like
So it's like a Mario
like a-
Party type of thing.
or
No,
like
like
a Final Fantasy or something where
like
you got
yeah,
Cloud, Tifa, Yuffie, and everybody in there.
I don't. What would you call that? Like not a multiplayer, but like a multi-character.
Just like a party.
I
Like
don't know.
you just get a party of characters. I'm thinking of like
There's more than one main
game.
character.
Yeah, like it's just a group.
Is that your question, or you just?
I'm just thinking in my head.
Discussion. It's discussion.
All right. Hey.
Because what's that?
We didn't ask the
like,
multiplayer question yet. I don't know if we need to.
No, I was trying to figure out what he mean by like what genre would that kind of fit in.
There's no RPGs. A lot of times it's a group
Yeah.
of people. And then if it's turn-based, then you usually controlling like 3 or 4 people at once.
This question won't help us.
Also, that eliminates
Yeah.
Tetris.
Yeah, right. Or Galaga.
Or like or puzzle games like Tetris.
It kind of rules out a lot of retro games, honestly.
Yeah.
Because if I'm thinking like what we say, that's PS2. I didn't get to look that up yet, so I don't know what released or what was out in that time. So between what we said, 2000 and 2005, so like GameCube.
2000, 2005. It would be GameCube. No, when did GameCube come out?
Well, we wouldn't know that. Okay.
Should have looked it up.
GameCube just came out. I only know this because I played GameCube and
Is
I
this
played GameCube
was this a first party title?
Clarify first party.
Like during that time, like I guess you would say Halo was a first party title, like especially in that era. You know what I'm saying? Like Ubisoft, the first party, like
yes. I'm gonna say game, yes.
I guess you would say
yes.
Okay.
In my opinion,
so,
yes.
Sorry, can you clarify that for me too?
So like for example, when did the what was the game that came out that like really boost PS4 sales? Was the original God of War?
Probably
like flagship games. You get what I'm saying?
Right,
like
I get what you're saying. Like the big names, like a Final Fantasy or
like the selling point game to buy this console.
I like to say Halo
in that time.
Oh.
Like if you really want to play this game, go and get this console on sale.
So that's what I mean by
that's what I mean. I guess you would say
this
flagship
one,
game.
but this one, but yeah, I'm gonna say okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, like a flagship game. All right. So
it is a flagship game.
Yeah.
Like a game that, like I said, Halo was a really heavy selling point for Xbox, especially with the original Xbox.
Zelda's, Mario's,
Zelda's, Mario.
Yeah.
Oh.
The big boy.
How many questions has it been?
It's 7. Y'all got a lot left.
We got a lot, so we good. So I'm trying to think. Let me see. So we got PlayStation 1, we got Xbox, we got
GameCube. GameCube, I think, came out 2003. But then we
D-Lo,
still.
D-Lo definitely over there cheating.
He did his homework, man.
I have
He did his homework.
I'm
this screen been on
joning. I'm joning, man. It's all
this
good.
screen been on here though, so I ain't even do that. It's the game of the year stuff. Cause I ain't never
He
voted.
did his homework,
Anyway,
bro.
yeah, man.
He did his homework.
You know what? I'm gonna close my window.
He came testing
It'll
me
be
out the
funny
gate.
if that's Fallout. That's all I gotta say.
Just so we can say ain't nothing happened.
It's not.
No.
If it was Fallout, that would be crazy.
I wouldn't even know what to search, honestly.
I'm gonna ask the question.
Oh, is it part of a series?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that does help.
Yeah, I started.
So action RPG
Yeah,
or action adventure RPG would in part
All
of the
right.
series.
So it
That
could be like
people
a Final
know.
Fantasy.
That's why I want to ask, like,
Okay.
is it a party?
He said no.
It's
I
like-
don't think he said yes or no.
I don't think
Oh
I
no,
asked.
you never asked that
Yeah.
question.
It's like, do you follow? Like, I'm not gonna say is there like, do you play it? Like, do you follow like a group of people? Like, is
No.
So there's only one protagonist, probably.
One
All right.
protagonist. Is that an Assassin's Creed or something?
that could be a thing.
Altair. That's my dog, Altair.
I mean, that is the best one.
Thank you.
It's
That's
the second one. That's the only one I played and finished. I never played any of the other ones because I tried to play 3. It was mid. But
Okay.
so we got one guy.
They got like Assassin's Creed, maybe Metal Gear.
Maybe God of War. Maybe the
Maybe
OG
God of
God of
War.
War.
Is this game the first in the series?
No, sir. That is 10. Here we go.
So it's not the first. So that means the game is before.
It could be Final
The
Fantasy,
years
one of
we
the Final
cut
Fantasy
off.
games.
I feel like all of them you definitely have like, yeah, a group. So I don't think it could be.
Oh, so no, that's right. He didn't say it's. So it's the
Yeah.
second one. So it could be like.
So it could be like a second or a third. Well, maybe like a second.
It's not the first one.
It's not
I feel like the first God of War came out on like PS2.
So is it like
which is
fantastical?
after
Like, can you use magic?
Yeah, that's a
In the
good
game?
question.
You can we
Yeah, I'm
use
asking.
magic?
Yeah,
No.
No,
it's always no, but you know it does narrow it down.
Fallout.
It's gonna be Fallout.
No.
One day,
shoot.
this joke is gonna bite us because we're not gonna say Fallout,
It's gonna bite it. It's gonna be Fallout.
and we're gonna have a good answer that's close to Fallout, and it's not Fallout.
Oh shit. So no magic though. So that kind of rules
No
out like
magic.
God of War because I would say you definitely using magic.
It's gonna be
there.
Fallout.
Like
He's gonna say which one though.
Is GTA considered like a shooter game, or is it considered action adventure? Or
It's considered.
I don't know what you really call. I would call it action, and I mean, adventure. Why not?
I don't know. I'm thinking like
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed, like one. I'm leaning towards that. Whoa,
That could
is
be a
there
good-
magic in Assassin's Creed?
I don't think so. I mean, maybe
think
some
so
of the later
either.
ones. It's mostly just stabbing people.
What question number are we on right now, Andre?
11, 10, 11.
11.
Yeah.
All right. Did
Yeah,
we
10
mention it
left.
in the podcast?
Yes.
Oh, that narrows it down.
Yeah, with good memory.
It's Fallout.
Let me see.
It's gonna be Fallout. Oh my god, it's gonna be Fallout.
It's not.
And he gonna say which one?
3. I mean, I can't remember if that came out. I think that came out on like the PS. I can't remember which one that came out on though.
Okay,
That's
so
the
let's
only
think
thing.
about some games we already talked about. So I'm sure
that's
it
what
was a
it's-
game we were all appreciative of.
I feel like we didn't talk too much about too many different
Wait a
games.
minute. Wait a minute. Is the main character a human?
Yeah.
Okay.
No doubt.
So we got Assassin's Creed. We still have Metal Gear.
Yeah, people did say Assassin's Creed is a good one. I think. I don't know. I don't know when these games came out.
I
or what
did say
console
Far
they're on.
Cry.
You mentioned Far Cry. Okay.
I did
I
mention
feel like-
Tom Clancy.
My dog. Hey. My dog.
I saw the
Tom
game.
Clancy considered action adventure RPG.
I mean, the action adventure part, I feel like a lot of things could fall under that, but I don't know what you would call those games.
I mean,
we also got to think about like, I mean, it's on potentially what the PS2. So
wait, when you said that question, I know you said action adventure RPG. Do we want to make sure it is RPG first? I think that's.
We can do that. We have a lot more.
yeah,
Is
we
it an
got
RPG?
some leeway.
No.
No. Okay.
Boom. So it's action adventure, not RPG though.
So you got what? Diablo.
No, just-
That was another one we talked about. I don't know if that's RPG.
we didn't talk about Diablo. When did
That
the first
has
Diablo
magic.
come out?
It does. It definitely has magic. You're right.
Oh, it has magic. Never
Definitely
mind.
has magic.
I don't know. I'm leaning
For
towards
sure.
Assassin's
Relies
Creed
solely
now.
on magic.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards Assassin's Creed or Metal Gear, but I'm not sure which of the two.
Ooh. Maybe a burner question. Does this game involve the military?
Does it involve the military?
Or the military of that world? I guess not our definition.
I'm gonna be
of
pretty
military.
confident in saying no.
Okay.
Pretty confident in saying no. 15.
I was thinking of a game. I just didn't.
15.
Because isn't Metal Gear related to the government?
He's a army
Somewhat.
guy, I'm pretty sure.
So see how that rules that out. Because like a lot of the Tom
Pretty
Clancy
sure.
games is based around military. That's really why I asked the question.
Oh, okay. So you just wanted to rule out Tom Clancy.
Yeah.
That's
And then I think, well, no, not Far Cry. It don't end up.
It's gonna be Fallout.
No.
I'm leaning towards Assassin's Creed.
Fallout could deal with the military. Well, not the military.
Did it?
I mean, there is military in it.
I'm thinking about the government.
What?
That's what I meant by military, but it's all right.
What about Resident Evil?
Resident Evil.
Okay. So yeah,
That was mentioned.
That's another good one. Because that could be, that falls in the timeline of like Resident Evil 4.
Mm-hmm.
Was on GameCube. Definitely no magic. I mean, we could always ask if you're shooting the game.
I think more often than not, we will be shooting in this game.
Probably. It's an action game.
It's an action
adventure.
Right?
So yeah,
you're gonna be shooting something. With something.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, maybe it's safe to assume that we would be, and even if not, it's not even that important of a question.
Well, we have said it on the. Ooh, have we said it?
We did say it on the podcast.
Did we say it before the questioning?
Whoa, hold on. What was that?
That's a good question.
Did we say it before the questioning of this game?
Did we say it before? What do you mean? Did we say it before we started this segment?
21 questions.
Yeah.
No.
So we said it already.
During 21 questions.
It's Fallout, bro. It's Fallout. No,
bro, like,
man, bro.
Oh, it's Fallout 3, bro. It's Fallout 3.
When did Fallout?
How many questions you got?
Y'all are at
I'll ask questions. To rule it out. I'll ask a question to completely rule it out if I have to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bro, if it's Fallout, bro,
I'll
take a shot.
It's either like I said, I'm thinking it's Assassin's Creed or Resident Evil.
I like Assassin's Creed and I like Resident Evil also.
But let's rule it out some more.
I mean, because I'm just gonna ask, like, does this take place after like America gets hit by nukes? I mean, I'll straight. I mean, that's like the specifics of Fallout question.
Okay, well let's. Well, my question.
What you're saying? Is that your question?
We gotta rule it out.
We can save
it.
We can save it.
All right.
Let's rule it out. Let's rule it Fallout. We need some.
Okay.
All right, let's do that.
Yeah.
Then.
We got 4 questions.
So does this game? All right, I'm gonna ask it like this. So does the main character of the game come out of a vault? Like, does he come from a vault after?
No.
Okay, it's not Fallout.
So it's not Fallout.
Okay. Now I can leave it alone.
I can read.
He did.
So I think it's
all of the games you come out of a vault.
What if it's Fallout 2?
You come out of a vault. And I think that was like on PC. That's like old.
Well, we said multi-platform.
Yeah, that's like before the 2000s, though.
I just think it's Assassin's Creed or Resident Evil. It's one of the two.
I
Okay.
like those.
To
I like
rule
those
out
options.
Assassin's Creed, is this game based on historical events?
No. Hold on. Let me make sure.
Because
That could be a
feel like,
trick
I mean,
question.
run the fact.
That
I
could
mean,
be
if
a
he just
trick
already
question.
said, if he just already said no, then that just, even if you gotta look it up still, that would be an obvious yes. You know,
Yeah, it would be an obvious yes.
he wouldn't have to look it up.
Okay, well,
You never know.
I mean, because he probably could think like inspired by, not really
Okay,
actual
all
events,
right, okay.
or like
See?
because Assassin's Creed is like
no.
inspiration / okay.
So it's not
No.
inspired. I think it's Resident Evil then.
How many questions we got?
Yes.
It is historical events.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So, like
So
I
it
said,
could be.
you could be
Talking about
fooled.
the historical events that we only talked about at this part of the.
1
Is
second,
this-
guys.
yeah.
Y'all can keep going. 1 second.
What all did we say? Okay, so now I kind of want to go over all the games that we said while
No,
he
screw
was
that.
on here.
While he's gone,
No,
This is getting recorded.
don't do that.
now let me stop.
Oh shit.
I
Oh
was gonna
shit.
use Jordan, but-
No,
So-
seriously though.
I'm-
Yes,
What
based
all
on-
did we say? I'm really thinking. What all did we say? We Resident Evil.
We said it during the questioning.
We
Exactly.
said it during this questioning.
It's
right?
not
My
Galaga.
memory is so terrible. I wish I had like
I'm finna just start being a scribe.
picture. That's what I'm saying. You guys are just fucking write everything down. Oh,
Okay. Let's see. I
So-
could ask, is this a stealth game? I think we've only had a few stealth games. Well, maybe like one that kind of helped
Is
us.
Resident Evil a stealth game?
No, but Assassin's Creed is.
Yeah, I mean, all we gotta do is ask
Technically-
about zombies. So if we
We
wanna
got.
go-
I think it's between the two, because I can't think of anything else.
So which Assassin's Creed?
The second one, because it's not the first one in the series, so I'm gonna say two.
Right,
or
right.
three.
And I think 2 came out on what? I don't know what console it came out
I
on.
think 22. I think it came out like 2002 or something, 2003.
Y'all at 18.
The only reason I asked is because I don't know the numbers. I just know titles. Like, and when I got into Assassin's Creed, it wasn't numbers. It was like Black Flag and Origins and Valhalla. I think I downloaded.
Ask the question. Like, let's narrow it down.
Okay, go ahead. Is this a stealth game?
No.
Or okay, stealth elements. Here we go. Andre is just
Well,
the
it's not
avatar.
Assassin's Creed.
It's not Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, there's a lot of stealth in that.
It definitely. You could really
it's
run the whole
Resident
game
Evil.
still.
I don't know which Resident Evil, but
Okay,
I
here we
would
go.
say, I would say 4
Are-
because I was on the GameCube. and
Are
we
there
talked about-
ghosts in the game? Apparitions.
Are there ghosts in the game?
Ghosts?
No. That's 20.
what? Oh,
Mm. I don't know if I screwed us hard or helped us.
Yeah, the ghost. It should.
And we're at 20 questions. Ain't that something?
I thought we had more.
Was that ghost questions meant to be about Resident Evil?
Should have said zombies.
Because if it is, you screwed them. That's all good. Go ahead. Y'all got y'all guests left. That's all y'all got left.
Oh. Well.
Is he cheating right now? Is that
No, he know he was wrong for that question.
Now that I
Hey,
realize.
You my dog, bro, but damn, I was trying to let you cook. I didn't want to like say nothing, but I definitely was like, why? Oh man, I mean, we can still
See,
throw it out there.
In my head, I get not in a bad way, but I get Silent Hill and Resident Evil mixed in my head because they're both scary games, and I'm not familiar with both of them.
I
Like
can see it.
Silent Hill, I watched the movie,
bullshit.
but Resident Evil, I've only known of the games, and I didn't know. Like I honestly, I think now that I'm thinking about it, it did have zombies and not ghosts. But at the time, I didn't play zombie games, so all I knew was like ghosts and scary. When I thought scary, I thought apparition. I'm gonna just be quiet.
It's all good, man.
Also, we didn't mention Silent Hill, so
Yeah, we did.
We didn't.
Damn, now it's like, what
Man.
all do we mention? Now? I
Just
feel like
go,
Resident
just-
Evil is still like the best guess.
Resident
do
Evil, I
it
think,
last.
is the best guess. We're gonna
Let's
go with
end it on
Resident
that,
Evil.
bro.
But
I'm
which
sorry.
one?
I don't
though?
know if I feel like you mentioned 4 at the earlier though, when we were talking about remakes and stuff. But I
Oh,
guess
yeah.
he still said Resident Evil before though.
Yeah,
But
he
he
said
only
we mentioned it in
said-
the podcast. Sorry, during the
Yeah.
questioning, but not.
But I asked him. I later asked him, did we talk
Yeah,
about
do we have to
it?
be specific which Resident Evil?
Correct.
Yeah, it has it. Yeah.
I don't know which one came out when.
I know that 4 came out on the GameCube. That's why I would say 4 because that's literally right in the timeline.
Let's just go with 4.
We can.
Yeah, I'm gonna just be quiet.
All right, we're gonna go with Resident Evil 4.
That's y'all guess. Y'all answer.
That's all I got.
That is incorrect. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
cool.
Y'all
It
gonna
was
kick
Resident
yourselves
Evil 2.
over this one.
It was Resident Evil 2.
Y'all gonna kick yourselves over this one. I know at least one person on this podcast played this.
BJ.
Hold on.
I'm about to flip the table.
Most likely him.
It was Fallout.
No.
Hold on.
No, I know. I asked the question.
Oh my god.
Cause you're gonna be like
This is
CJ.
A Rockstar game.
You're gonna be like CJ.
Oh,
GTA.
PS2. Oh my god. Oh wait, no, is this no 3. Grand Theft Auto 3. Yes, I've definitely played this game.
CJ. Caroline said GTA and then she got right off of it. She said GTA
Oh,
and she
yeah.
got right off of it.
Caroline be right on it, and we look. We gotta start listening. We don't listen to her enough, man, because this is the second time that she was right on the track, and we just kind of went off of it, man. We gotta start listening to her more. She
It was like
I was on a
Stardew. There was the one with
Twisted
Stardew Valley. I'm like, you know what? We keep going back to Stardew Valley. Oh.
No, last time we were literally talking about superheroes, and it was freaking superheroes. Oh, hey, Resident Evil, not Resident Evil, but GTA 3. That was that deal, bro. That was
It was a 2004.
Is it an adventure though? I don't know if it's actually an adventure.
It's a 2004 action adventure game.
I mean, it's an adventure. I mean, it ain't your fantastical adventure, but you definitely adventuring through the hood.
And you said does it follow what did you say? Historical or some historical, and it's set. What does it say? It's about the 90s or something like that. I can't find it right now, but it's something.
I'm gonna re-listen to this, and I'm gonna try to remember when I said GTA.
Where's that?
I'll be like,
I feel like it was like towards the beginning of the questioning went.
It was Fallout at least.
The narrative is based on multiple real life events in Los Angeles, including Bloods and Crips street gang rivalry.
That's even by historical events. Okay.
I give you that.
Okay.
That's one of the ones that'll mislead you a little bit too, but it ain't. It is what it is.
PS2, Xbox Original, Xbox 360,
Definitely on
PlayStation
the
3.
PS2. I remember GTA 3, boy. I used to couldn't play that junk.
Yo, mama had to go in the store with you.
This was one I thought y'all was gonna get. I thought y'all was gonna get that one.
GTA
Honestly,
3
we was
too?
close.
3, I don't think I would have
I
guessed.
don't know.
3, I don't think I would have guessed. I should have asked if it was open world again.
All right.
I
Well,
should have that question. Nothing about that.
We're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna let you guys go. Anyone who's watching, happy Thanksgiving from all of us from the aisle. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your family. Enjoy sports. Enjoy whatever you do to say thanks. And we'll see you next time.
All right. Happy Thanksgiving,
Hey, happy
guys.
Thanksgiving.
But Thanksgiving.
All right.